Hello, manga lovers! These are some of the things that I read for this week. First up is Yona of the Dawn, Volume 10 by Mizuho Kusanagi. This volume centered around the character on the right of the cover. I didn't think I would enjoy it because of that, but it ended up being a really good volume. Next up is The Wolf Boy Is Mine, Volume 2 by Yoko Nogiri. I finally got my hands on this volume and I was super excited to read it. Now I have mixed feelings. I'm not sure if that was intentional by the author, but right now I don't like any of the guys in this book, but I'm gonna keep reading and hope for the best for the female protagonist. Next is Sand Chronicles by Hinako Ashihara. This is an older series and it's about the girl named Anne who moves with her mother from Tokyo to a village in Shimane after her parents get divorced. At first she really doesn't like living there because it's such a small village and everyone knows everyone's business and is really friendly and just very different from city life. But when tragedy strikes her life, the support of the small village and people's kindness is what helps her get through it. This series skips time. We start with her when she's 12 and the volume ends when she's 14. I am interested to see where this story goes, so I'll be picking up the next volume. Next is A Polar Bear in Love, Volume 1 by Koromo. Like the title suggests, it's about a polar bear that falls in love with a little seal. I was really looking forward to this series, but I ended up not enjoying it. Part of the comedy is the misunderstanding between the two, and it gets old really fast, and I won't be picking up the next volume. Next is The Story of Saiunkoku, Volume 6, story by Sai Yukino and art by Kairi Yura. There's not much I can say for this volume that would not spoil it for anyone that is interested. Each volume is a joy to read and will always remain one of my top favorite manga series of all time. Next is Cells at Work, Volume 1 by Akane Shimizu. The story follows a red blood cell as she finds herself in dangerous situations and the white cell who comes to the rescue. Each chapter is a self-contained story. This was a book that kept being put on the bottom of my reading pile. I wasn't excited about reading it, even though I thought I would be. Many panels contained informational boxes that explain a body function or the germs that attack the body, which at times took me out of the story. It's one you have to be in a specific mood for, I think. Not sure if I'll be picking up the next volume. Next is A Bride's Story by Kaoru Mori, Volume 10. Kaoru Mori is my absolute favorite mangaka. She has an art style that I have not seen in any other manga. Her art is beautiful, and she's not afraid to let the art tell the story. There are many panels with no dialogue, but there's so much being told. It feels almost snapshots of a movie, to the point that I remember the story not in stills, but in motion. This volume made me squeal, it made me cry happy and sad tears. It was perfect. I tend to read her work slowly since it only comes out once a year. To me, it's perfect and is my highest recommendation. Lastly, this week I read one book, and that's The Tale of the Shinsengumi by Koen Nishiyumi. I've developed an interest in this group ever since I watched the anime Hakuoki. I also got to visit many locations the group has been during my time in Japan. The Shinsengumi were a group of police-like force that fought to protect the shogunate during a time where Japan was drastically changing because of its shores being forced open by foreign powers. They are a group that seems to be romanticized now since they were on the losing side. This book is a simple, broad overview. I hope to find other books specifically about them. And that is all for this week. Thank you so much for watching.